only thought and idea, likes and dislikes of a narcissist, is supposed to be prioritized and looked into. That's it. Everyone else has to serve the narcissist. Hello everyone, I hope everyone is doing good and taking good care of themselves. So today I'm going to talk about narcissism at workplace, and before I get going, I would request you all to like, share, subscribe the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys are updated whenever we put out a new content. So I was getting this request from quite some time to make video and shed some light on narcissistic colleagues, narcissistic boss, and what does narcissism at workplace looks like. So this video is going to be about all of that. Yeah. So a narcissist is someone who is self-absorbed, who is selfish, who has extreme hunger and craving for attention, admiration, validation. A narcissist is an insecure individual, and he or she relies on manipulation, lies, withholding facts to build a facade, to project a image, and they feel safe by doing this. Yeah, they feel good. Yeah, they are unable to be authentic, or maybe you can say there is some underlying insecurities. Yeah, and they resort to taking help of manipulation, gaslighting, and all such bad stuff to be in a position where they are admired, validated, praised, loved. Yeah. So narcissists are not healthy individual like you and me. Yeah, narcissists are someone who's all about themselves. That's it. Yeah, narcissists lack empathy, so they really don't care what goes inside of you. In this case, a narcissistic boss or narcissistic colleague doesn't care what happens to the others, the other employees, or the other fellow co-workers. So the narcissist doesn't care. It's all about narcissist wants and desire. And narcissist wants and desire could be anything in a workplace. Of course, praise, appraisal, all that attention, admiration, being the hero, one of the best employee, one of the best boss. Yeah, so this is what they want in the end. They want to be admired, they want to be seen as someone who's very noble, righteous, great, someone from whom people can learn great deal of things. So I know it sounds funny, but this is how they think, react, and behave. So what does a narcissistic boss look like? What does a narcissistic colleague look like? So the first sign to look out for is that a narcissistic boss or a narcissistic colleague would be very hungry to take the credit for your work. So even if you are investing time and energy to do something, but they would want the credit for the work that you do. Yeah, that's how they are. So if it's a narcissistic boss, the narcissistic boss wants to take the credit of the entire team's performance. He or she would not prefer giving credit to individuals. Yeah, Lucy, you did so much. Thank you for contributing and supporting the team. Daniel, you did so much. So narcissist is not going to thank individuals. The narcissist is going to take the credit of the entire teamwork. The narcissist is going to take the credit of the others' hard work and effort. Yeah, so this is the first sign to look out for. The second sign to look out for is that a narcissistic individual in the workplace, whether it's a boss or a co-worker, rarely listens, but mostly prefers talking and speaking. Yeah, so they listen less, they speak more, because they lack empathy. They feel entitled, so they think that their feeling, emotion, thought should be heard and validated. And what about your thoughts and feelings and ideas? That's not good enough. Yeah, so when you have a narcissistic co-worker, a colleague, or a narcissistic boss, that person does majority of the talking, and that person rarely gives you opportunity to speak. Yeah, because it's all about them. They know more than you, and that's it. End of story. That's how narcissists are. In a narcissistic relationship, whatever the setup is, the narcissist knows more than you. So a narcissistic boss or a narcissistic colleagues, feels entitled, lacks empathy, and in general has a lot of hunger and craving for attention and admiration. So he or she will go on blabbing, he or she will go on speaking what's in his or her mind, and they don't care because they feel entitled. They are perfect, they know it all, you guys have to learn from them, and that's it. There is no mutual exchange of thoughts and ideas. Yeah, in a healthy setup, we talk about our feelings, thoughts, and desires and ideas. We share and we exchange. We might disagree, but we still, sit together and exchange all of these things. But in a narcissistic relationship, the only thought and idea, likes and dislikes of a narcissist, is supposed to be prioritized and looked into. That's it. Everyone else has to serve the narcissist. And the same thing is, when we look at narcissism in the workplace, whether it's a narcissistic boss or a narcissistic colleague, they talk a lot and they hear less. Yeah, they don't give you an opportunity to speak your mind. It's all about them. The next sign to look out for is that rules don't apply to narcissists. I mean, whether it's a narcissistic boss or a narcissistic colleague, rules don't apply to them. Yeah, rules are for you because you are inferior, you have flaws, you are not good enough. For them there is no rule. Yeah, world or their workplace or their job or their relationship, whatever the setup is like a playground for the narcissist. They can do anything. Yeah, and they can get away with it. Yeah, they won't be taking any responsibility and accountability for their bad behavior or any kind of mishappening. So a narcissist strongly believes that he's perfect, he or she is perfect, and rules don't apply to them. Rules, uh, the aspect to change and grow and evolve is for the inferior ones. Narcissists have already reached the epitome of perfection. Yeah, so the entire world should learn from them and not the other way around. Yeah. The next sign to look out for is that a narcissistic colleague or a narcissistic boss constantly demands admiration. So, I mean, normally people like you and me, we would fulfill our responsibility, do our work, and move on to another work. Yeah, if we are working somewhere, we won't stop or sit for admiration and validation. Whatever work is assigned to us, we make sure that we do it and we give it back. Yeah, but for a narcissist, the narcissist is not going to move ahead until and unless he or she is not admired and validated for the tiniest bit of things they do. Yeah, and this is because they feel entitled, they have extreme hunger and craving for attention and admiration. So they will do something tiny bit, or maybe you can say the silliest of the things, and they will pause. They will expect the entire team to come forward and say, oh wow, you did it so well, you are amazing, you are phenomenal, and this and that. They want all those good words. They want to be the center of attention in the company, in the workspace. So the narcissist is not going to move ahead until and unless he or she is validated and admired. Yeah, and if people forget to admire him and validate him, the narcissist might say, well, what do you think about my work? How do you guys find it? Don't you guys like it? Don't you think I've done a great job? They are going to put words in your mouth. Yeah, whether it's a narcissistic colleague or a narcissistic boss. Yeah, because they survive on external validation, feedback, and admiration. All of these things are like oxygen for them. That's how they survive. Yeah. The next sign to look out for is that whether it's the narcissistic colleague or narcissistic boss, they easily get angry whenever they are criticized. They don't take criticism the way how we do. It's okay, you can criticize me, I can criticize you, I can disagree, it's absolutely okay. But they really hate being criticized. Yeah, and they lash out. They cannot take any kind of criticism. Yeah, They think they are perfect and that's it. Everyone should worship them and that's it, end of story. No criticism. Criticism is for the inferior one. Criticism is for the, ones who are still evolving or in that evolutionary phase, or the juniors and the other workers. But criticism is not for my work, yeah. Because I'm perfect, I have reached the epitome of perfection, I'm a narcissist, and whatever I do is perfect and everyone should admire. So these narcissists, they cannot handle criticism, they lash out, yeah. Even if it's a healthy criticism, or if you disagree to something, they are going to lash out and make sure that they teach you a lesson for criticizing them. Because when you criticize a narcissist, it causes them narcissistic injury, and then they throw silent treatment, passive aggressive behavior. They might even run smear campaign against you, yeah. They might start stonewalling you. They might not allow you to complete your conversation. They'll do all sorts of toxic things, and this is because you caused them narcissistic injury by criticizing them. They are perfect and they are above any kind of criticism, yeah. They are infallible. They are just perfect. The next sign to look out for in a narcissistic colleague or a narcissistic boss is that they are big time into manipulating for their personal gain, whether it is promotion, whether it is money, whether it's bonus, whatever it is. They will go to any extent to manipulate and get what they want, yeah. They won't hesitate in pushing the other employees or workers or their colleague under the bus, yeah. That's how selfish narcissistic individuals are. It's all about them and that's it. I get it that everyone manipulates, even I do, and even you guys must have done at some point, yeah. And we might manipulate to stay safe and maybe to get some work done. I get it, but we won't be manipulating to an extent where we are causing physical or psychological damage to the others, yeah. We don't go so far, but narcissists don't hesitate going that far, taking things to the next level. Narcissists don't hesitate, yeah. It's all about them, their work being done, and that's it. They can throw anyone under the bus, yeah. They can ruin anyone in the process of getting what they want, yeah. So you can say that they are very ambitious, selfish, and self-centered. To be ambitious, it's okay, but to be extremely selfish and self-centered, and when you lack empathy, you are ready to do anything and treat humans as disposables or mere commodity. So this is how things are with a narcissistic individual. I get it. I mean, we all have been there. We all do manipulate in some ways, yeah, to be safe and get our work done. But the manipulation by a narcissist is a whole new level, yeah, because they lack empathy. They really don't care. So they can do anything with you. Yeah. And the last sign to look out for in a narcissistic colleague or a narcissistic boss is that they are more concerned about the company than you and me. Even if you and me work hard, tirelessly, day in and out, still we won't be seen as someone who is, seeing the best interest of the company, who's working hard for the company. We won't be appreciated and validated, but their tiny bit will be appreciated and validated, and that's what they project. The tiny and the silliest things they do is in the best interest of the company, yeah, the entire brand. So whatever the narcissist does, it's for the good and for the betterment of the company. Whatever you guys do, whatever I do, is a little less, yeah. We are just doing our job, but anything that they do is in the best interest of the company. I know it sounds very silly, but this is how things are when you have a narcissist in the workplace. Either it's a colleague or a narcissistic boss, it's all about them. So yes, this was all about the signs to look out for in a narcissistic colleague or a narcissistic boss. Narcissism in the workplace. In case if you would like to add in something, you can always comment below. Till then, take care of yourself. Lots of love and blessings to all of you. Bye.